Hey guys, Ravi here. Today I've got a DJI Phantom 3 Professional. It's going to be a bit of an unboxing video, review, initial impressions, and maybe even a first flight. Let's get on with it. Alright, so guys, here it is, the Phantom 3 Professional. Let's start by just getting it open. So there's just two sort of tape tabs. Going to undo these. And I believe the flap just opens straight out. Okay, so first layer we can see I believe it's an instruction manual, so let's just lift this off. We will be reading this, just not right now. Important to read the instructions before you do any flying. Okay, so guys, here it is. That is the DJI Phantom 3 Professional. Wow, it does look good with the gold instead of the red. So let's take out the actual quad itself, move the box a bit out of the position. This is the quad itself, with the 4K camera shooting at 30 FPS compared to the standard, which only has the 1080p. I believe it goes up to 2.7K, but just not 4K. It has got the gimbal protector. Let's just remove that. I believe it does slide straight out. There you go. Allowing the gimbal to move freely. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a protective layer on the lens, and we're going to leave that on for now. Looking at the rear of the quad, we do see the battery. It does say to turn on, press once and then press and hold for 2 seconds. To turn off, press once and then press and hold again for 2 seconds. Okay guys, the quad's going to take a back seat just over here. Let's look at what's in the rest of the box. Okay, so we have a nice DJI branded bag here. Let's have a look. Okay, so I do believe these are the propellers. Hopefully we've got more than one set, so that's 3. And this is the rest, that's 5. Okay, so we do have an whole extra set of propellers if anything was to happen. As you can see guys, we've got black ones and we've got silver ones. I do believe these are in relation to the silver ends and the black tips of the motors, which if you look in a bit more detail, you have silver and you have black. So according to those is how you would fit it on. I do think these are the quick fastens. So here's one where the case is not on it, so let's see if that's the case. I think with a simple spin they should, okay, there you go, they're self-tightening. And then now that is tight. And to loosen it, you hold the motor still and you just give it a whack and it will unwind itself. Okay, so those are the propellers. Let's just whack them away for now. The next thing we're looking at in the case is the controller, the remote. As you can see, quite obviously, we do have dual antennas. This is for the new Lightbridge system. Now, a Lightbridge system is installed in the Phantom 3 Professional and the Advanced, I believe, and it's from then onwards into the Phantom 4 series. But the Phantom 3 Standard did not have it. So what the Lightbridge system really is it allows you to have 720p 60 FPS footage coming out of this USB port into any display you have. It's not based on Wi-Fi. So if you were supposed to lose a Wi-Fi signal, you will still maintain footage and you'll be able to see what the drone is seeing at any given moment. I do believe it's compatible with Android and iOS from this USB socket here. So you're thinking, where are you going to put your phone? Well, your phone would be slotted into this sort of phone or tablet even holder. For example, if it was a phone, you would flick out these two pillars to decrease the size in which you have to put your object in. If it's a tablet and you think you need to enlarge it, we do have a nice button system here where a simple press will automatically enlarge what you're dealing with. And there is quite a satisfying click on the way down. That's the initial tablet holder. Now looking at the rest of the remote, let's just do a quick overview of what we get. It is quite hefty, it's quite a lot heavier than the Phantom 3 standard that I have sort of experience with. I do believe this is the same controller you'll get in the Inspire series and the Phantom 4 series. I mean, initially we see you've got the elevation toggle with the left and right roll, and then you've got the left to right movement in air flight controller. We've got a simple power on button, battery indicator light, and this button with the H on it, it's the return to home button. So if you were to lose line of sight or perhaps even the signal or just get worried, you can just simply press this button and it will return to the GPS coordinates of where it was initially taken off. If you look on the side, we have a scroll wheel and 2 other wheels. I do think that this scroll wheel is for gimbal movement. Gimbal, personally, I don't think it moves left to right. No, it doesn't. It moves up and down through the controller, and the left and right movement is controlled by the drone being moved left and right itself. So we've got a gimbal scroll. We've got 2 other buttons here, one with this play icon on it. Don't know if you can see that with the plastic on it. It's got a play icon on it, and I believe that's playback feature. So when you're in the app, the DJI Go app, which I will be discussing in a short while, you will be able to watch back what you've just filmed without taking the drone out of the air. That way you can maximize the efficiency of your 23 minutes of flight time. The button next to it does take still photos, so that's always handy. We've got a 12 megapixel sensor on here that takes excellent photos and with hardly any blur in the image. Looking on this side, we have another scroll wheel, we have a red button and a little 3-way toggle switch. So the scroll wheel is the adjusting in the different camera settings, maybe even I think you can set it to change your ISO reading. You've got the simple red button, which a lot of you should recognize, is just a simple record button. And this 3-way toggle switch that says PAF, I believe that's to toggle between the camera and videography mode and the sports mode. When you're filming, it's recommended that you keep it in the camera mode because at full pitch you won't see the propellers, whereas when you're in sports mode, if you're trying to film at full pitch forward, you will see the propellers entering your image. So that's just a quick overview of what we have on the remote and what initial buttons and what we can see. There are 2 programmable buttons on the back, C1 and C2. These can be programmed to anything you like. I personally, I'm not sure what I'm going to set them as just yet. And something that's quite nice, this is the 10-year anniversary package, I guess. So this is 2006 to 2016. It is 2017 now when I'm doing this video, but I guess when this particular package or this drone was built, it was the 2016 10-year anniversary. Let's just put the controller aside for now and move on to what else we have in the box. So from the remaining 2 boxes, we've got one that says accessories, got a bit of DJI branding on the side. Let's just have a look at what's in here. Okay, so we have a plastic container. Okay, so we have dampeners. These dampeners are which are used on the gimbal to keep a stable and steady flight. So I'm not sure how you would lose any of those, but if any of those were to become damaged, then that could be something you can replace. We have got double-sided foam padding. I think these are for the underneath of the drone support. I personally, I'm not too sure what this is. So any of you guys in the comments, you can let me know. But I'm not too sure what this actually does. It's got a circular piece in it, so it makes me think it's got something to do around with the circular bits. Maybe to help apply stickers, but I'm not too sure what that is. So let's put that on the side. And the last box that we've got, okay, well, quite simply, it does say charger on it. So let's crack this open and see what it has inside. It's got a bit of tape. Let's take that off. Most likely it's the charging unit for the DJI Phantom 3. Something that's different with the Phantom 3 Professional compared to the standard, once again, is we actually get a 100-watt charger in here. So the difference is, I think the standard came with a 55-watt, if I'm correct. But the difference is you're looking at faster charging time. That's pretty much it. I think the latest specs are saying a full charge in the Phantom 3 Professional is happening in 35 to 40 minutes, which is quite quick considering you already get 24 minutes of flight time. Just a few details on the charger itself. It's a 100 to 240 volts. Bear in mind I'm in the UK, and it's 17.5 volt, 5.7 amp output. So that's nice. We'll leave that there. What else comes in this box? Okay, I think this is a wall adapter. Yes, it is. Alright, wall adapter. This is UK socket standard. Again, I am in England, so this is perfect for me. I guess where you order it from is what makes the difference there. Last little bag. Most likely it's for the updates. Yes, it is. That is a micro USB cable to standard USB. if you can see with the ending. This will fit in to the front little pocket in the quadcopter. That is for over-the-air updates for different sort of drone software, and as DJI is quite active in updating their software, that's something we will see often. Now, just looking back at the box, that's everything. That is the whole box emptied. I am waiting for a case to be delivered to me, and then I'll be keeping it in there. Just before I end this unboxing, I know it was quite brief, I thought let me go through some extra details. So one thing I want to show you is just the application of putting the props on. Maybe a finished, what it will look like. So each prop comes with this sort of protective plastic guarding around the area where it screws in. So you're going to have to remove that. They make it quite easy to remove. DJI is quite good with the protection of their equipment, which is always appreciated when you're paying X amount of money. Let's self-tighten these on. Okay, that was in the wrong direction because that just kept spinning. So for self-tightening the black ones, it's actually separate to the silver ones. I didn't know that. So that one I believe will go that way. Yep, perfect. Let's put a silver one on, which is in the opposite direction. Yep, perfect. Let's continue to do that all around the vehicle. Next one is a black one. Also, guys, do bear in mind that the quadcopter has these protective stickers around each motor, and you will want to remove that before you put the prop on. There's another black one. This one is anti-clockwise. There you go. And then one more for the silver side, and then that should be it. This is my first unboxing of any item ever. I thought the DJI Phantom 2 would make good content. So please, guys, if you do have any suggestions to what I can change and what I can adapt in my videos, by all means, let me know. All your comments and suggestions are appreciated. Before we get activated, let's see if there is any charge. Let's peel off the sticker and let's see if there's any charge. Alright, we have 1 bar. I believe if you press it once, that gives you the annotation of how many battery bars you have, and then to hold it again is to activate it. So we only have 1 battery bar. So okay, so let's check the actual battery on the controller itself. Simple on button. Alright, I think we're showing us 2 bars of power. That's not an issue because I do need to charge both up properly. I'm not going to be doing a first flight today, guys, because I still need to go over the calibration settings. I personally need to read the instruction manual and charge everything up, read the instruction manual, get the app, sort the app out, and then I'll be ready to do a first flight video. But guys, please do give me all your suggestions, your comments. This is my first entry into YouTube, if you will, and all suggestions are helpful. Please tune in for the first flight video. It's coming really soon, and I've got some exciting stuff planned. Cheers, catch you later.